Hello and welcome to VoxelCaverns 4. We've been doing a lot of work moving away from the Slick Util library. It's a good library for font rendering, but I did find it a bit unpredictable where the font would come out. Have to do a bit of playing around with it to get it all to work and everything. And also, if you want to download a game and you've got maybe a 5-6 megabyte library, Slick, I'm not sure how big it is, and you're only using maybe 5 kilobytes of that library, but you're still making them download the entire thing, so now you don't need Slick Util with VoxelCaverns 4 anymore, because I've designed my own Angel Code font renderer, because Angel Code is like, it generates files like this. Pretty good. I deleted all the chars that were over the maximum value for Java because I spent about an hour figuring out a bug cause with those. So probably an Angel Code bug. So just tell whoever made Angel Code that it's generating chars over 65535, whatever the max value of a short is. So that does get me a few errors. So I deleted all those. And next is it generates files like this. You probably won't be able to see any of the chars, but if I, for example, fill it in with black, you can see it generates things that are like that, and we save that again. It automatically maps them into like a short file here. And it tells me all the positions of all the characters, so I can just load this thing up, which was a huge save time. And well, I built my entire font renderer. The only features that are missing from the VoxelCaverns 3 font renderer is the ability for Minecraft to have that random flickering text, whatever, and also the ability to have random colours, which was a VoxelCaverns 3 and 2 only thing. Oh my god, that happens every video. Every single video. A gaming PC that can't even run Windows Aero without getting a score of 4.4, which is not the best. All the other, and the score above that is 5.9, which shows there's a huge difference between my graphics card's ability to render Aero and normal. So, as I was saying, it can do everything except those two features that I mentioned. It's the actual code for the renderer itself is 241 lines long. Then you've got code for font and code for GILF. And of course you've got to load their textures up, but their textures are done in that kind of format. So I'll show you a demonstration then of everything that's done. So actually what I've got, before we do this, before it shows up, I'm going to just go over what we've got. So basically we've got these new formatters that I've invented. They were the brackets. And then we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z going through it. So if you ignore all those, this is literally A to Z, if you ignore the formatters in the middle. So if we haven't changed anything since last build, if we load it up, we end up with this. So we've got A, B, C, D. So you've got strike through all the way through there, which is pretty big. We got italics, we got bold, as you can see some of it's bold up to there. You can probably see a visible difference in the U and the V's thickness, I think. Yeah, and also I think over here G and H, one of them's bold and one of them isn't. You can see we've got green strike through. I'm not sure what's up with that. So it's probably a bug that I haven't spotted yet actually. So maybe we could do that in the bug fix part. And oh yeah, I know why actually. come to think of it. Anyway, so as you can see, the text actually reads A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, back, J, K, L, M, N, O, P to Z. So why has it got back in it? So I'll go through all of them, starting with back. As you saw in VoxelCaverns 3, if I started with this and ended with this, we could get localization in. Now, localizations can be put anywhere in text by putting an L inside one of these brackets, then a colon, then the name of the localization. You can also do args like H as your first arg. So it's pretty awesome format. As you can see, most of them are Fs, but one of them is C. So next, I'll explain C, actually. C is... I haven't shown all the power of C, but basically what C is... See, F, you remember in Minecraft, F was white? Well, I've still got the basic Minecraft system, but I've also got a more advanced system. And in the more advanced system, I could... White would be the finders. That's white in the more advanced system. And I'll show you what the more advanced system can actually do. If I say A and then 7... And then we'll see, because that would just get us a colour that I just defined, which would be all kind of greyish. Yeah, a bit greyish. I'm not sure about that. If I put like a 2 there, 22 on the end, then it should hopefully go dark blue. Oh no, it goes yellowy, actually. Which is pretty nice. So you can have every single colour out there. Minecraft has support for 16. I've got support for 16 million. 16.7 million, actually. Different colours. Every single colour there is on a computer, basically. There's a big difference. So I can also do strike throughs, but they're a bit bugged out, and I know why. Strike throughs are done by, basically, strike throughs are f.s. Strike through. So I'll explain how the formatters work actually. L, so you've got type of format, and the actual format code is part 2. For example, L tells me that I'm doing a localization. C tells me I'm doing a color, and F tells me I'm doing a format. Pretty nice. And also get rid of Minecraft annoyingness, having to know that M was bold, N was italics, because it's pretty easy now, because I can just define any colour I want without having to look it up. As long as I know it's R, then G, then B, I think. Then I can say, instead of having to look up what italics is in Minecraft, I can just do F for format, then colon, then I for italics. So it's much nicer that way, and also I can just do a localization with L, which is pretty good. So I'll go through all the formats available for F. You've got italics, strike through, bold, and over here somewhere we've got underline. And it generates this. As you can see, there's a slight bug there, which can be fixed. It's quite easy as well, actually. So I'll fix that bug right as now. It wants me to store one more variable. Actually, so you want private. So it fits in quite nicely that I've actually called my color variable new color. Old color equals new color. So if we now go to where we've got handle format, which basically handles our format string. So when we change our color, we want old color equals new color. Then new color equals the new color, of course. And therefore, it means when we render our string, we of course, there's a color change. We will alert to a color change if the boolean color change is changed to true. Then we'll render it. What we want to do, obviously, with render line is use old color. Unless, well, we can change it easily. But right now we want to use old colour. New colour. Old colour equals new colour. We want that there as well. And also we can put it here. And we also want to copy that over to here. And this should generate us the fixed issue. And I know one more thing. We've actually got to go into our render line method and tell it that we want to use the old colour. So gl.color, copy the colour code from the string. Of course, colour code is annoying because I haven't made my own colour class yet. So we've got to use this. Except, of course, when we're rendering line, we want to use old colour. And, of course, we want to put it back like that. The end. And this should get us our improved result. No. Well. Then we go in stage 2, second attempted bug fix. Old colour equals new colour. We check that everything was good. We check. Yeah, when we render here, old colour equals new colour equals that. So obviously on colour change, we go to that method. We should still have the old colour bound. So that obviously wasn't our problem. So we can probably... I'll pause it and I'll do everything. So the variable old colour is no more. So let's examine our thing again. Note that the green somehow gets over there. And it gives me an idea what the bug could actually be. This time, I think there's a second cause of the bug. And that cause of the bug is here. Then we want another bug I've just spotted here, if underline. Therefore, if strike, then we want SSX equals, you might not like this variable name, but here it is, equal. It stands for strike through end X, by the way. Sorry for the interruption, I realised the error. Of course, I realised it before the interruption, but the actual error is that I haven't done this here. And I haven't done, oh, of course, don't need if underline. And I haven't done this here. So I haven't reset the positions of the underline, which obviously has to be done, or else it's going to render the entire line from where it originally started. So now we should have this. Yep, it's fixed. Perfectly fixed. Also, one more point I wanted to make is the way I do the bold and the italic. The bold is basically a different set of textures. But the italics is where the real shine comes in, because the italics is quite advanced. So if we go to render char, you can see italics is actually done by me calculating shifted X for when the Y is at the top and the Y is at the bottom. Which I do by getting variables. Basically, there's a line, you know, a line where the character's bent. I'll use, if we run this, the L for an example. I don't know why I always click build, or whatever letter has one. Your L, as you can see, when it's italics, it goes slightly that way. So what I've got to do, if the character's not entirely L, I've got to find the position along the line. For example, the M would come to there. And I'll also do it for going below as well. And then I've got to, will use that value, because if I did the same shift for every letter, even though they're different heights, it would look all wonky. That's what it originally looked like, and I think that's about everything. So, bye.